Alright, welcome back to turn 2 of the YouTuber War of Ascension. I'm playing TNG. Let's see what's happened since we've been gone. So it looks like I've actually gotten a few messages from the other players. Let's have a look what Agatha says. Oh, just simple. Good luck, everyone. That's nice of Agatha. Alright, message from Lanka. A messenger has arrived from Lanka. Bow before your masters, mortals. The great ones of Lanka are coming to claim the world that is so rightfully theirs. Join our banner and we may consider allowing you to serve us. But any who oppose us shall become meat for the great feasts of victory. That seems a bit aggressive. Alright, let's see what Yomi has sent to us. Greetings, Susan, Lord of Rivers. The god of insanity has chosen to open diplomacy with you. We seek a noble and trustworthy neighbor with whom we can work with for mutual benefits. As a show of our goodwill and trustworthiness, Grayscale has chosen to share with you the location of Yomi in Province 29. We hope this leads to a brighter future. Now, I've played a few games with Grayscale. I think he's just trying to get on my good side before he betrays me. But it's good to know that Yomi is in Province 29. We'll try and have a look and see where exactly that is on the map a bit later. Alright, looks like we have finished Conjuration Level 1. That's really good for our initial Masters of the Dead that is going to be going out. And just looks like a whole bunch of different people have profited turn 1. But it seems interesting who's missing from this list. There's 2 people missing from this list. So it looks like Lanka has decided to hold off on their profit, and also we got Mavani, Tianchi, Agatha, Yomi. I'm having a brain blank right now. It'll come back to me. But there's 2 people that have decided to hold off on actually using, making their original general their turn 1 profit. So maybe they've got some other ideas for them. Alright. Oh, having a look around here, it looks like we've got some pretty decent expansion directions that we can actually go. So the best one that we 100% want to take is this one here. Lots of heavy infantry, archers, militia. That will be taken out quite easily with our small expansion army. And this one here with the cavemen, I'm going to be sending my prophet over to deal with. So let's quickly set this up. We're just going to go hold and attack closest enemies. Let's do that one there. And we're going to put them just at the back. Now the commander himself, he's going to be casting a few specific spells. The first thing he's going to do is Divine Blessing. Even though there's no Sacred Troops in his army right now, this is just preparation for later on, so I don't have to go back and mess with that. Then we're going to give him Sermon of Courage, just to make everyone a bit, stay in the battle a bit longer. What else? Let's let him choose what he wants to do from there, and just set him to cast spells. It'll pop him at the back as well. Finally, we're going to get the archers, set them to fire at the closest enemies. There we go. And just put them at the back. Very simple expansion army. Not a whole lot going on there. Now we do have Pangu. As I said, anyone that wants to name any of these commanders, feel free to mention in the comments. Now, this is a bit precarious, putting 5 guys. We'll see how this all turns out. It could end horribly for our first expansion army, but if it does, I'm not too worried, actually. So let's move him back a bit. Alright, we get him right at the back. Now, we're going to get this guy to cast... We need him to cast Blessing straight away to bless our troops, so they're actually useful on the battlefield. And after we've done that, we're going to go back and get him to cast, just call Ancestor. And after he's called 2 Ancestors, we're gonna actually get him to bless those ancestors as well. That way we've got a few more bodies on the field. And ancestors themselves are sacred troops, which makes it a lot easier for them to be useful. And then we're going to just get them to cast spells from afar. Now I'm going to hotkey some of these, going to make hold and attack closest control 1, and then my blessing script for my Master of the Dead, which is going to be happening a lot, control 2. Now you'd think, K-Man, why won't you send your main army to deal with this little preference here? It seems a bit better than sending your secondary force to do it, but I've practiced this build quite a lot, and I do believe that my small expansion army actually has the chaps, the ability to take on that province. Now let's see what else we have. And something I did notice, I didn't say before, but I'm actually, within my cap ring, I have access to 2 thrones. And then this one, if I grab this territory here, I'll have access to 3 of the 6 thrones on the map quite early. And if I go here, that's access to 4 thrones, which is a win condition. So I'm going to try and make sure if I don't get the thrones early on that I at least have access to these provinces. So 53 over here, 51 over there, and my initial cap ring. And I'm actually really, really well set up to do some damage and win this game. Now, my spy here, I'm thinking I'm just going to keep him moving around on the map, see if I can bump into anybody before. I don't want to accidentally bump into any expansion armies later on, but it might happen. Okay, and let's see where 29 is. 1, 2, 3. I think this is going to be a little bit hard. That's 18. We'll find it. 28, 30, 26. Did say 29, right? 18, 19, 28. There is no 29. Oh well. I'll have a look around for that. Oh, there he is. That's where he started, which is actually interesting. We may have to decide borders with Yomi there, and in fact, if I can do it correctly, I'll suggest that he takes he goes no further than 42 and 41, whereas I'll take 51 and 52. That leaves me in a prime position to actually take 44, which is the throne province later on. Okay, this is looking good. I'm actually super excited on where I've started here. So research has been going along well. I'm just going to pop another conjuration in there. Nothing super exciting. And let's just make sure our recruitment's going all right here. And it does look like it's going fine. So I'm just going to keep these guys popping out. There's nothing really that I actually have to do here. It's more of a wait until the expansion phase has come to an end. I'm just going to keep popping out armies and keep sending in places. And hopefully this expansion goes really well. I'm a little bit worried about these barbarians. They tend to be the ones that kill my expansion armies quite early on. And because I usually don't go archers, which is these barbarians' actual weakness. We'll see how it goes anyway. Alright, I'm going to just write a few messages and to those who sent a message to me, possibly to Yomi. And just, yeah, let's be friends with Yomi for now, until I inevitably turn around and backstab him. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to be sending this message here to Grayscale, to Yomi. Susan is pleased by your willingness for mutually beneficial prosperity, but it will take more than honeyed words for trust to be built. I will return the gesture and let you know that Tianchi is located in 62. For now, Yomi will be left alone unless your forces cross into provinces 52, 51, and 44, which are marked for our conquest, and rightfully so. Let us hope that the future brings no dissension between us. Some guy, messenger of Tianqi. So hopefully Grayscale and I will get along in the short term, but I'm a little bit worried. We'll see how it all goes. I'm going to be sending a few more messages in the coming turns to different people, but for now, let's just stay friends with whoever we can until it becomes beneficial for us to not be friends. Alright, so that's everything for this turn. It's still early, but it looks like it's going to be quite interesting. If you have any tips for me, please leave them in the description below. And if you are enjoying this series, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.